So here's why you look worse after cutting as a skinny fat guy. My name is Muhammad and I've been training for 4 years now consistently, and I used to be skinny fat just like you, and I successfully escaped it. Right? And look, this is a mistake that so many skinny fat people make. But first of all, we have to just understand the basics. Why are you even skinny fat? The reason you're skinny fat is because you lack muscle. Because if you didn't lack muscle, if you had like a higher muscle mass, you would look, skinny, lean with like, some abs or something, right? You wouldn't look skinny fat. But the reason you're skinny fat is because you lack muscle. So the ultimate fix will be building muscle. So many skinny fat people think that they have to first get, as lean as possible, then they can go on a bulk to build muscle and all. But this is where it gets wrong. Because, bro, cutting will never get you like, proper abs and like, lean and all. Because if you're a skinny fat guy, no matter how hard you cut, you will not, get really lean and all. Because you will just look like a skinnier, skinny fat version of yourself, right? Like you will still be skinny fat, but maybe like, way skinnier, skinny fat. And I used to be there, like, here's a picture. I genuinely used to be like that. And this was after a year of training, so it was pretty demotivating, right? But I kept pushing, and now I've unlocked my abs recently, right? So, bro, the method does actually work. And I'll share with you like the proper method without wasting time, because I made so many mistakes in the process and all. And here's how to actually, escape the skinny fat physique and build a better body, right? So let's begin. Just like we said, cutting is a mistake because you can't cut and expect to look better as a skinny fat person unless your body fat is really high. If your body fat is actually high, of course, cutting would be logical. But if it's not that high and you want to get lean, cutting is not the way. It will never get you there. So what you should do instead is to go on a proper bulk. I know, you've heard so many bad things about bulking. There's some people that tell you if you bulk, you're just gonna get fat and like it's a waste of time and all of that. But honestly, they're all wrong. Because that would happen if you do it the wrong way. But there's a better way to bulk, which I'm gonna share with you right now. The better way of bulking basically consists of gaining the weight slowly. This way you're maximizing muscle gain while minimizing fat gain. Okay? So how do we do it? Basically, you want to gain 1 to 2 kilograms for the whole month. 2 to 4 pounds, 1 to 2 kilograms for the whole month that you will be gaining on this bulk. Okay, obviously while keeping your protein high, training consistently and all. And then, after a couple of months, you have put on muscle and everything, and then you have gained some fat, which is normal. After that, you can go on a cut and reveal the masterpiece. You'll obviously look better and everything. But now, there's a couple of mistakes that you might be actually making with your training, which is also pretty important. So the first thing is that you actually gotta be training hard enough. And my advice with intensity is kind of controversial, but it does actually work. Just go to failure on every single set. But here's the catch. You're going to go to failure on every single set while keeping your form proper. Let's say you're doing dumbbell bench press. Okay, you're doing it and everything. When you're at the last reps, you just did the last rep, and then you're coming back and like, want to go for another rep, but you can't. You're stuck here. The set has ended. Don't try to break your form and all that. No. That will just injure you and like, that will just hurt you, right? Don't do that. Keep your form proper at all times while going to failure. And the second thing is doing enough volume. This is a mistake that I fell for because there has been this trend of training low volume, where you just do very low volume to save your time and all. And honestly, it does not work because I fell for it and I wasted so much time. So bro, just do enough volume. Don't go too high with the volume and don't go too low. Do enough volume so you can actually grow the muscles and all. And lastly, with the training is to progressively overload properly. Progressive overload is basically just like a system to help you to know when to increase the weight and all. You first of all pick a rep range, 8 to 12 reps. Okay, you're gonna take this rep range and you're gonna start. Choose a weight that you can do 8 reps with. Okay, with this weight, you're doing 8 reps. You keep every session trying to push harder when it comes to doing this exercise. You try to push harder every session, try to get an extra rep. So you go from 8 to 9, and then next session, 10, 11, 12. When you hit the end of the rep range, which in our example is 12, you can finally increase the weight. Do you understand? And it's pretty simple. So let's say you're doing barbell bicep curls. Okay, you can do 20 kilograms for 8 reps. After a couple of weeks, you can do 12 reps. When you can do 12 reps, you can finally increase the weight. So bro, now you take the training, all these training tips while bulking for a couple of months, 6 months or more. You'll have put on muscle and everything, and obviously gain some fat, which is normal. Then you can go on a cut and actually look way better. And that's how you escape the skinny fat physique. Don't try to get greedy trying to get lean, and you never actually get lean. Because bro, I know there's advice online telling you that you should not cut if you don't see your abs. But if you're skinny fat, you will never see your abs by cutting. That's the thing, right? So bro, this is the method to actually doing it. And lastly, if you want more help from me, I got a full-on private community which comes with a course, weekly calls with me, and more. Check it out, the first link in the description, and join. And I'll see you in the next video. Brother. Whew.